Hi there. Okay, I get that, like, this is my YouTube channel, and you probably really like me and think I'm, like, super cute, but you're just a little bit close. I think I just need a little bit of space. Could I get some space, please? Oh, thank you so much. I'm sorry about that. You were just a little bit too close, and I was feeling just like I needed some space, so this is so much better. Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you for joining me today for this video. My name is Ricky. I am an artist, and I'm actually here to talk to you about needing space. So, of course, I'm here to talk about needing space in context of art because that's what this channel's all about. And this is part 2 in a series of videos talking about how to deal with negative emotions as an artist, because we often face negative emotions in our creative process. In my last video in this series, I talked about sometimes you'll get into a state where you hate your painting, okay? And this video is kind of along the same lines. And I just want to talk about the concept of taking distance or taking space from your work. If you are really frustrated with what you're doing, or dare I say you hate what you're doing, sometimes it's best to take space from the painting. So take your painting, lean it up against the wall so you can't see it, put it in the closet, and just forget about it. Okay? This is such a good tactic, and even if you don't hate your painting, this is a really good thing to do, is to take a break from your painting or your drawing or whatever you're working on. When we are in the process of creating a work of art, we are so zoned in on that work of art. We're like this close to it. And when you're that involved in something, you're not actually seeing it for what it is. You're not seeing the big picture. And so it's a good exercise with every work of art you do to partway through the process, take some distance from it and look at it with a fresh pair of eyes. So I have a story to tell, and it's about a painting that I created pretty early on in my career. It was back in 2014, and the painting was called Opulence. And I painted it, and I hated it more than anything I've painted. At the time, I hated it so much, and I said, that's it, I cannot possibly keep working on this painting. So I put it in my closet behind all my clothes and my clutter in the closet, and I didn't look at it again for 3 or 4 months. So I completely forgot about it. And then one day I went back into my closet, and I saw it leaning there, like face against the wall, so I couldn't even see it. And I pulled it out of the closet, and I actually loved it. And believe it or not, I submitted this piece to a juried exhibition, and it won jurors' first choice in the exhibition, and then I sold the painting. So this painting I hated more than anything in my whole life, but it was a good painting for where I was at the time, and people really, really loved it, and it became really popular at the time. Like, I sold the original, I sold lots of prints of it, so it was like a really successful painting for me, but at the time I hated it. So sometimes when you're in this emotional state about your work of art, because you're so zoned into that work of art, you're not actually seeing it for what it really is. So what you need to do is you need to look at it with a fresh perspective. And a really good way to do that is to put it in the closet and forget about it for a week, a month, couple months, couple weeks, however long you can possibly stand to not look at it. And when you look at it again, it'll almost be as if your brain is seeing it for the first time, and you'll notice things that you wouldn't have noticed about it before. Now, putting your painting in the closet or away for a week often is not possible. Sometimes you have a deadline, sometimes you want to finish it, and so you don't want to do that. But there are other ways to take space from your painting when you need space from it to see it with fresh eyes. And so one thing to do, which you should always be doing during your painting or drawing or sculpting process, whatever you're creating, is take a step back. okay? When we're there at the easel, we're so close in, we're working on the piece. Take a step back, put the painting up on the wall and stand 10 feet away, 20 feet away, 30 feet away for a bigger picture perspective on your work of art. Another way that I do this in my studio is I actually have a studio mirror. I have it right here. And so this is my studio mirror. It's a mess. It's covered in paint and it really needs a wipe down. I should have wiped it down before this video, right? But I didn't. So what I use this painting for is to look at paintings with a fresh perspective, because mirrors flip everything around, right? So what I do is I look away from my painting and I hold it up to my face like this and I look into the mirror, okay? And then I slowly turn around until my painting comes into view. And it's almost like looking at it through your peripheral vision, because you're like looking this way at it. But then also, because it flips the image around, it tricks your brain into thinking that it's the first time you're seeing this image. So it's actually registering to your brain as a new image. So you're gonna notice, like, if the proportions are off, if something's askew, if something's not right, it's gonna jump out at you right away. So this is a good thing to do. It's a good thing to have a mirror like this in your studio so that you can get that fresh take on what you're working on. And it'll give you space from the piece. It'll give you a new idea of what it looks like and help you chart your way forward in the painting process. So those are some great ways to cope with frustration in a painting or drawing. It's just sometimes we get in our heads, we're too zoned in on the piece and we're not really seeing it, and you need to see it with fresh eyes. So put it in the closet for a week, a month, a year, who knows how long you need to take a break from the painting. And if taking that long of a break from it is not an option or not something you want to do, take a step back, okay? Or get yourself a nifty little studio mirror and see it with a fresh set of eyes, okay? So those are some things that you can do to cope with some of these negative emotions that you might have as an artist. Thank you so much again for joining me for this video, guys. I really am loving making these and speaking to a camera. It's really a great outlet for me right now, and I feel like I'm really sort of getting into the groove with it. So if you like my videos, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and come along this wild YouTube ride with me. I really hope to grow this channel and to provide a lot of value to all of my viewers by sharing the things that I've learned over the years as an artist, and I hope that these tips and tricks today can be of some use to you in your own creative process. So thank you, I love you, and I hope that you're all creating something. And yeah, never stop making your art. Thank you so much. Bye!